When supplies run out, when batteries die, and when shelves are bare, what's left are skills. History shows this clearly. During World War II, civilians who could mend, grow or build survived shortages with resilience, while those who relied only on ration lines struggled. Prepping today is no different. Stockpiling is important, but real independence comes from knowing how to do things with your own two hands. In this guide, we'll walk through 15 skills every prepper should master. Skills that will keep you and your family safer, stronger, and better prepared when the grid fails. Learning how to purify water is the first priority. Without clean water, survival lasts only days. Preppers must understand multiple methods: boiling, filtering through sand and charcoal, or using bleach drops. For example, adding 2 drops of unscented bleach to 1 quart of water. Shaking it well and letting it stand for 30 minutes ensures safe drinking water. This single skill can mean the difference between health and deadly disease in an emergency. Food preservation stretches resources far beyond storage. Canning, drying, and fermenting have kept families alive through wars and famines. Learning water bath canning for fruits and pressure canning for meats turns perishables into shelf-stable meals. Drying vegetables in the sun or with a dehydrator cuts storage weight and space. Fermentation, such as sauerkraut, not only preserves food but also boosts nutrition, just as families did during rationing days. Gardening knowledge is the only renewable food source. Victory gardens were not propaganda gimmicks, they were lifelines. Today, knowing how to grow nutrient-rich crops in your soil type ensures ongoing food production when supplies vanish. Preppers should practice composting, crop rotation, and seed saving now, not later. A packet of heirloom seeds is useless without the skill to make them grow. Firecraft separates survival from misery. Matches and lighters are excellent, but the ability to start a fire with flint, steel, or a bow drill provides true independence. Preppers practice collecting tinder, such as birch bark or dry grass, and building efficient teepee or log cabin structures for quick ignition. A controlled fire means warmth, cooking, and water safety, core needs in every survival manual from the past century. First aid training is worth more than a full medicine cabinet. Supplies run out, but knowledge doesn't. Understanding how to stop bleeding, splint a fracture, or disinfect a wound without professional help is essential. In World War II field hospitals, many soldiers survived because medics had practical skills, not because they had endless supplies. Today, basic CPR, wound closure and infection control should be second nature for preppers. Navigation without technology is a forgotten art. When GPS fails, maps and compasses remain. Learning to orient a compass, read topographic lines and use landmarks is crucial. Soldiers, explorers, and even migrating families relied on these methods for centuries. Preppers, who can plot a route on paper and travel by the stars, are not tied to fragile devices. Hunting and trapping put protein on the table. Canned beans and rice won't last forever. Small game trapping, fishing with simple lines, and basic hunting techniques supply critical nutrition. Building a figure-4 deadfall trap or setting a simple snare takes practice, but pays off in emergencies. Even in the harshest conditions, those with these skills rarely go hungry. Foraging teaches you to see food everywhere. Knowing which wild plants are edible and which are poisonous is one of the oldest survival skills. From dandelion greens to acorns, nature provides calories for those who can identify and prepare them. Preppers should study local plant guides and practice gathering in safe areas to build confidence before crisis strikes. Building and shelter making protect against exposure. Preppers must know how to construct windbreaks, lean-tos, and insulated shelters using natural materials or tarps. Learning how to position a shelter to block wind and retain heat maximizes survival in any season. Cooking from scratch is more than convenience. Pre-packaged foods vanish quickly. Preppers who can bake bread from flour, water and salt, or cook beans properly to maximize nutrition, maintain strength where others falter. These basic kitchen skills, practiced by our grandparents daily, are the foundation of true food security. Hand tool use keeps you productive without power. From splitting wood with an axe to sawing boards or repairing broken handles, manual tool skills ensure self-reliance. Power tools make life easier, but saws, planes and hammers keep life possible when electricity fails. Soldiers and civilians alike relied on hand tools through both world wars, and their relevance remains unchanged. Sewing and mending clothes extend resources. A torn shirt or ripped boot isn't just inconvenient in survival, it can mean hypothermia or injury. Learning to stitch, patch and repair clothing keeps gear serviceable long after stores close. Simple skills like replacing buttons or darning socks were routine for past generations and must be again for preppers. Bartering and negotiation secure what you lack. Skills are also currency. In times of scarcity, people trade not only items but also services. Knowing how to bargain fairly, build trust, and offer practical skills like mending or water purification can earn resources. Bartering kept many families alive under ration systems and still works in modern crises. Situational awareness protects you before danger strikes. Perhaps the most overlooked prepper skill is simply paying attention. Soldiers were trained to scan surroundings, identify threats, and notice changes. Preppers should practice the same, listening for unusual sounds, noting who comes and goes in their community, and anticipating risks before they escalate. Awareness often prevents disaster without a single tool. Mental resilience holds it all together. History is full of people with fewer supplies who outlasted those with more simply because of willpower. Training your mind to stay calm under stress, solve problems creatively, and keep moving when conditions worsen is a skill no one can hand you. It's earned through practice, hardship, and preparation. In the end, these 15 skills transform a prepper from a collector into a survivor. They are the tools you carry even when stripped of gear, because knowledge weighs nothing but saves everything. If this guide sharpened your perspective on what matters most, subscribe to Backyard Wisdom and share this with others who value preparedness. Remember, items can be stolen, lost, or used up. Skills, once learned, stay with you for life.